Alright guys, so today is the day that we're gonna put Squishy into the saltwater tank. But before we start that, I'm going to give you another walkthrough of all of these fish tanks. So here's the tank, the show tank that Squishy currently resides in. There he is. And with him is coming his best friend, which is this platy right here. I've added some, well, I think I've already showed this on video, but I've taken the most prettiest guppies I've had and put them in here. I got rid of one of these guys because they were fighting a lot, and my cousin needed some new fish, so I figured I'd give him one of those. So the only fish that are still in this tank are the red tail shark, and the tetra, and the guppies, actually, honestly. And there's a pleco in there. 2 plecos. Here is our turtle tank. So these plants, they move every day, and that's how I know that they come up to bask. Because I remember the last time I showed these guys, I was worried on whether or not they were basking or not. All this wood planking is so they stop escaping. And we have our African side neck and our red ear slider. They're doing very, very well. Our cichlids are in here. One's over here hiding, and then the other one's down here. I added this other rock just to give an extra hiding space, calm down the fighting just a little bit, and plus I have the Raphael catfish in here now, and also there is a baby pleco in there. I've gotten rid of all the guppies out of here except for one, but he's getting taken out of today. Here is our goldfish tank, well, what is going to be a goldfish tank. There's nothing in it yet. This is just primarily originally our cichlid tank. Just switched out one of the 10-gallon heaters for filters for a 20-gallon filter. There's no heater in here. There's not going to be a heater in here. They don't need the heaters, the goldfish. Actually, all my fish tanks are by the heater. Also, I have there's a sponge filter in there, so there's 20, 30, 40, 50 gallons worth of filtration on this tank, just because more than one goldfish are going to go in here. They're rescues, they're coming to me. I think they were either called fan-tailed or fancy-tailed goldfish. They had dropsy. They should be getting better, and as soon as they get better, I will be taking them. Might actually get them today. Our breeder tank, still doing well. Everything looks very empty right now because I actually I went through and I gave out all of my babies, all of the babies, except for very few of them, very select. There's Val's tank, she's down there by the bubble thing. This is now going to be our freshwater hospital tank, because down there is our saltwater hospital tank, which used to be our freshwater hospital tank, but here's our freshwater hospital tank now. The tank that's down there, was down there, it goes right here. That's it's a 5-gallon tank that's actually being used to acclimate Squishy. It's I've already got some fresh water in there. I'm just gotta catch them out of the tank, put them in, and add the drip tube, and let them start acclimating. Then we have Aquaman's tank over here, where there's one baby pleco back there. You might have just seen it if you rewind a little bit. It just swam up there. There's its tail right there, actually. Aquaman's up here. There he is. We still have one African dwarf frog in here. There he is. Right here. And we have some neon tetras. I had originally had 5, but now I can only see 3. So I don't know what happened to the other 2, because I've never seen them dead either. Then then we have Sasuke, which, if all goes well in that 30-gallon tank with the other 2 goldfish, Sasuke will be going into that tank with them. I just want to make sure those other 2 goldfish don't have any sickness or disease, because I've had Sasuke for quite a long time now, and I've never had an issue with him. And then we still have our nursery. It's just very empty. The only thing is in there there is 2 baby swordtails, and it looks like 1 baby guppy. That's it. That's all I got left for fish. Oh, there's another baby guppy over there. It's a tiny, tiny piece of fry. Oops. I don't even think... Yeah, the camera can barely catch him. There he is. There's 2 of them like that in there. See? 1, 2. And then there's the baby pleco over there on the sponge filter. And then last, but of course not least, which makes tank number 12, is where Squishy's going to go. This tank, if you've been keeping up, is what only goes... I've only bought this because Squishy, our green spotted pufferfish, who we love very much, needs to be gradually changed into a saltwater fish. But I'm not going to go from fresh to brackish to salt. I'm going to slowly, all day, like I've done with this guppy. You can just see his tail there. He's just hiding behind that, behind this. My power head. There's his head, there's his tail. But that's a saltwater guppy now. It was a freshwater guppy. It's actually one of the guppies that I bred here at my house. And we've had him for 3 weeks. Well, over 3 weeks. I think it's actually been a month, to be honest. And he has had no issues. He stopped hiding. The guppy still hides. I think that's just because it's a huge tank and there's nothing in there. You know what I mean? There's no friends in there. So we're gonna fix that today. We're gonna put some friends in there. My hermit crabs. There's 2 alive in here. They just confused me because I only thought that there was 1 alive in here, but they keep confusing the crap out of me because they change shells, and you'd never. One of the hermit crab changed into one of these shells, and it's like so big on him that he can barely get around. And I don't see him, so he must be on the back side of one of these rocks. But so there's still 2 hermit crabs, there's still 2 snails, and there's that firefish goby, and then our guppy. So we're going to put the 2 more fish in. And that's where we're at in our progress. So, thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Have a good one.